Welcome back to Let's Talk Chelsea. Now today, I have a bit of some team news today, and a bit of speculation. Some articles to read to you today, and whether or not there's any substance to these news articles, or is it just typical speculation and my opinion on that speculation, I guess. According to Simon Johnson of Sport, he has declared Antonio Rudiger match fit and possibly in contention for the match against Everton on the weekend. Now, we all know that Lampard has already said that he was on a week away, a week or 10 days away. That was about, last week against Valencia, or in the press conference leading up to the West Ham game. So I would say that's pretty true. I would like to see Rudiger. As I said in my last video, we miss Rudiger's presence. I don't think that he's, our best defender, right, as far as just being a natural defender, but as far as being a leader in the locker room, that personality, that character, we need that right now. Also the goals that we're conceding, it just seems like a lack of communication, man, and I think having that extra, person, that extra leader in the back will help out a lot. I wouldn't immediately put him into the first team, but definitely would get him some minutes against Everton, man. I think a solid 20 to 30 minutes would see us do us some good, Or if he does start, don't start him the entire game. Maybe give him about 60 minutes. But now let's talk about Wilfried Zaha. I've talked about Wilfried Zaha on this channel. Wilfried Zaha has been a topic of discussion within the Chelsea fan base and within a lot of my videos. Well, at least 2 or 3 now, because of the prospect of him joining us, whether that's during the January transfer window or the summer transfer window. Now, according to the Independent, Chelsea have contacted Wilfried Zaha and intermediaries. I'm sorry if I butchered that. English is not my strong suit. But according to the Independent, Chelsea are still interested or very keen in signing Wilfried Zaha. Now, according to this article, it's saying that they're discussing a transfer move during the summer. And I just have to say, if we go for Wilfried Zaha, this is the only way that I would accept him coming to Chelsea. And it's nothing against Wilfried Zaha. I think he's a great player, or a good player, really solid player. I mean, I haven't heard much from him since this incident right here.
Reece James in the pocket. Reece James.
I haven't seen or heard from Wilfried Zaha since that incident, since Reece James had him in the pocket. Since he's been missing it, and I think Reece James, he still has a hold of him, man. I'm not sure yet. I have to ask Reece on that one. But no, all jokes aside, Zaha is a really solid player. I think when we look at the options that we have, he's obviously better than Pedro, right? We can if we get rid of Pedro, get rid is kind of harsh. I don't really like that unless I have beef like Morata and Courtois. Those are players you get rid of, right? But Pedro, if he decides to move, which more than likely he will move during the January transfer window, if this is the only reason I would accept Wilfried Zaha at Chelsea, and that's if we can buy him during the January transfer window. Now, January is always a tricky window to buy players in because it's in the middle of the season, and typically when you buy players from teams like Crystal Palace, who rely on their talent, the very few talent they have, all due respect, right, it's going to make it even tougher to, buy this player, right? And they already rejected an Everton bid during the summer. I think it was like 60 million. They want 80 million for Wilfried Zaha, and I'm sorry. I'd rather spend that money on somebody else. If they can bring that price down to about 50 million, 60 million, I will accept that, right? If it's during the January transfer window, it'll be an immediate upgrade to Pedro, and maybe Willian in some sense. But even Willian has been decent this season. I can't really criticize him, all that well. He's having one of his better seasons at Chelsea, and I do want Willian to stay if he can keep this level of play up, But if this drags on to the summer, I don't want Chelsea to buy Wilfried Zaha if we have to wait till the summer to sign him, because if we're going to be spending big time money on a player, you already know who I want, guys. Jadon Sancho. It's just that simple, man. It's just that simple. And I understand, the possible problems that we might have, with Pulisic losing his spot to Jadon Sancho at Dortmund, and then that guy following him to Dortmund to Chelsea. you know. But I trust Lampard's man management and him keeping Pulisic, his confidence high. And I'm not really too worried about that. I'll leave that for Lampard because Lampard has proven his man management is second to none, right? So I trust in Lampard, and I don't think that would really be a problem. If I only want to spend big money on guaranteed ballers, and I'm confident saying guaranteed ballers. We've all seen that goal that he scored against Barcelona, right? That's all you need to see to know this guy is a baller. I do understand our need for left-footed wingers, right? This is why Ziyech is a perfect buy, right? As opposed to going for Zaha, we need to go for Ziyech at Ajax. If Ajax are willing to sell, which it looks unlikely that Ajax will not make it to the next round. All they need is a draw to go forward to the next round. But if Ajax somehow doesn't make it through, and Chelsea pay that 40 million clause that's in his contract, I'm all for it, man. Ziyech is a better buy than Zaha because not only is he, in my opinion, a better player than Zaha, but he's a left-footed winger, a player that we've desperately needed since, in my opinion, I don't know, maybe Arjen Robben. I don't think we had a true left-footed winger. Maybe Juan Mata, right? But he was more like a number 10 player when he played for Chelsea, right? Other team news, and this is just to end this video, so it won't be too long. I don't like doing 10-minute videos just for the sake of it. But according to Lampard, Tammy Abraham's injury at the end of yesterday's game, apparently it was a knee injury, but it's not too serious, and he may be still in contention for the Everton game. I hope so because you guys seen it, man. This guy, look, I understand that I talk about this guy a lot. I know you guys understand. It's not just me talking out my ass or just gassing this guy up. You guys see the potential this guy has, man. This guy's putting up numbers that most senior players don't put up, especially at this age, man. This guy is doing wonderful things. Like I said, he's the first player since Diego Costa to score 11 goals in 12 Premier League games, right? That's not natural for a 21-year-old striker to do that. That's generational type shit, bro. I'm just being honest with you, right? Tammy Abraham has a ceiling, and there's no glass above it, man. The sky's the limit for this guy. I'm throwing all the corny cliches that I have, man. So I hope that he's in contention for the Everton game. If not, we'll call on the Batsman, the Batshuayi guy, and I think Batshuayi can get a goal or two in him. He just doesn't compliment the team like Tammy Abraham does. So it's great to hear from Lampard saying that his injury is not too bad. And hopefully it was just precautionary measures is why he came off the pitch. I was hoping that he would be taken off earlier during the game, but I understood why he did not come off because it's like I said, he brings that intensity to our game, and that pressing and defending starts at the top, right? And we lose a bit of edge when he's not at the front line, leading the front line, because he's willing to do it all. He's willing to drop back and help on the defense, defend corners, right? Do all the dirty work, hold up play, link up play, drop in deep to receive the ball. All types of stuff, man. So, Tammy, I hope you're fit for Everton because I think that's a game that has a lot of goals in it, right? We've seen them get smashed 5-2 by Liverpool, and I understand Liverpool, but that's a Merseyside derby. Everton played their best game against Liverpool, right? And if you even ignore the Liverpool game, they haven't been playing great recently anyway, and maybe it's a banana peel for Chelsea to slip on. Hopefully not. Hopefully West Ham is a game that we learn from, not to take our opponents lightly and to actually go for the jugular, right? Go for the kill. That's what I mean by it should be a game that has goals in it, right? We should look at this game and say, look, let's not play around with these guys, bro. Let's show them why we're Chelsea, why there's levels to this shit, right? Up the Chelsea, and I'm out.